Have you ever looked at your mascara wand and thought, yeah, whatever, it's just mascara? Same. Until I learned what was actually in there, and I have never looked at that tube the same way again. I know, I don't mean metaphorically, like there are secrets in beauty. I mean something real is living in there. Microscopic roommates you didn't invite, but somehow share makeup with every single day. Every time you twist that wand and sweep it across your lashes, you're not just doing makeup. You're basically running a tiny biology experiment on your face. And here is the wild part. This experiment has been running quietly for decades while we bat our lashes and walk away like nothing is happening. So today we are zooming into that tube, into that glossy, dark, cozy little world. And what we find, it might change how you feel when you pick up your mascara tomorrow morning. Hi, I'm Dr. Yuna, and welcome to Beauty Backed by Science, where beauty isn't scary, it's empowering, and everything has a molecule level explanation. If this is your vibe, subscribe, stay curious, and let's nerd out beautifully together. So, there is a study by Peck and colleagues, and when I read it, I swear my scientist brain and my beauty girl brain fuse and scream at the same time. They took brand new mascaras, sealed, untouched, and gave them to women to use like normal for 3 months. There is no sharing, no weird condition, just life. Then the cultured was left in each tube, and more than 36% were contaminated, not with dust, not mascara chunks, with live microorganisms. We are talking about staph and strep and even fungi like penicillium. Fun, right? I know, but stay with me and listen. These aren't villains by nature. They live in our skin normally. They are like those quiet neighbors you barely notice. But give them wrong environment. A dark, moist tube full of oils, waxes, and air bubbles. Suddenly, those quiet neighbors start throwing a raid. So, how does it even get in there? We think mascara is sealed, so it must be safe. Girl, no. Every time you dip that one back in a little ecosystem goes with it. Lashes, skin cells, air. It's a micro ferry boat ride into mascara world. And that tube, it's warm, moist, dark, nutrition rich. It's basically an Airbnb for microbes. And you didn't even get to screen the guests. Manufacturers do add preservatives, cut out phenoxyethanol, parabens, but preservatives can only do so much. In fact, that study found some brands literally double their preservatives just to control microbial growth, and some still didn't succeed. So, naturally, the next question is what happens when the preservative fade? Or when the mascara expires? Or when, don't lie, someone shares it, the expired mascara. Then I come across another study. They tested real everyday mascara from college students, and guess what? 98% used expired makeup and 70% had expired mascara with them. And inside those tubes, it's around 25,000 bacteria per millimeter and similar fungal counts. Almost 80% had staph and 13% and Pseudomonas, the bacteria that ophthalmologists lose sleep over because it can cause severe corneal infection. And the heartbreaking part, they had no idea. They were just trying to get one more use out of something expensive, relatable, painfully, but biologically, they were accidentally inoculating their own eyes, and the cornea, it has no blood vessels, meaning if something gets in there, your immune backup can't race in. It's like a fire starting in a forest with no firefighters. Think about your routines. Rubbing your eyes, wearing contacts long days, maybe crying over a K-drama. Now imagine your mascara wand carrying a whisper thin film of Pseudomonas and staph onto your lashes every single sip. I don't want you scared. I want you informed and equipped. Because when we understand beauty deeply, we don't panic. We protect our glow smarter, and then the plot thickens or wriggles. Just when you think it can get more dramatic, biology says, hold my mascara. In 2021, a research group in Poland found something that truly sounds like a movie plot twist. Demodex mites, tiny eight-legged creatures that live in eyelashes and can survive in makeup. Yes, mites, actual microscopic creatures. Before you throw your entire makeup bag out of the window, don't. We almost all have them. They normally mind their business, nibbling on skin oils and living little mites lives. But when mascara gets old, shared, or used through tears of exhaustion, that balance can tip. And suddenly, these tiny roommates party a little too hard, resulting in itchy lash lines, red, irritated lids, sighs, and blepharitis and confusion because we blame allergies when it's literally tiny creatures having brunch on our pores. All right, so we survived together so far. Microbes, expired mascara, tiny uninvited guests. Take a deep breath. You are still gorgeous and you are still safe. This isn't panic and throw your makeup bag in the trash. This is a power of beauty knowledge. Because when you understand your products, you don't fear them, you master them. Now let's get into the next plot twist when microscopic cuties become too curious. Remember our eyelashes roommates, Demodex mites? Those tiny eight-legged mites peacefully living on our lashes? Yeah, they are supposed to be chill. They are like quiet roommate who cook at midnight but at least wash the dishes. But give them old mascara, shared mascara, sweaty mascara, and suddenly they are throwing a rave on your lash. The 2021 study found they can survive 20 hours in mascara. 21 hours. That's basically a flight to Dubai with time to shop. So when mascara gets shared at makeup counters, Sephora testers, or your best friend's bathroom, boom, instant mic Airbnb. Most of the time, they are harmless, but if they overgrow, your eyes feel itchy, irritated, red, tired, and styes pop up like surprise acne in picture day. And we think, oh, I'm just stressed or allergies. No, babe. Sometimes it just might over caffeinated on your mascara's oil. Here is your tears are genius chemistry. Now let's talk about something magical.